They killed dozens of innocent people, some children with mothers. Maybe they should have taken better care of their kids. Whoa. Oh, she's nasty. Mayor Patel has kindly asked that you speak to another reporter, and Chief Anderson has signed off on it too. This is Patricia Becker, perhaps the city's most respected journalist, and she looked like it. She looked like she don't play no games. Good day, officer. Tristan, you're too kind. And I just wanted to assure you, officer, that this interview will be fair and open, which means it's not about to be. She about to grill me. I'm not talking to the press. Fine, let's get this over. I'd be happy to, Miss Becker, this way. She about to look at her, leaned in. The recent attacks have taken a great toll on the community. What is your message to those that have lost loved ones in the explosions? I assure them that we will not rest until all of these criminals are put behind bars. I deeply apologize. It is our fault. We were unable to act in time to prevent this tragedy. We will redouble our efforts. We're all affected. Dismantling the front must be a common effort, and I'll ask the public to report any suspicious activity. Only constant vigilance will prevent. No, we're not going to rest. Clearly. What'd that mean? The authorities seem to always be one step behind the front. Who do you blame for that? We have discovered many of their plots, neutralized many of their members. We are getting closer to ending them once and for all. We have clearly underestimated them. I'm not going to say that. We can only work as fast as the procedure allows us. No. Are you now? I don't like her. She finna spin a crazy story. The front seems to be well funded and coordinated. Who do you suspect is supporting them? I suspect they have been plotting in secret for a long time on a national level. I cannot comment on an ongoing investigation. Yeah, I'm gonna say I can't comment on that. You've talked to many front members. How would you describe them? Most of them are just misguided or have been manipulated. Leaders are the true devils here. They are traitors and murderers. Most of them are mentally unstable. That's not true. They're regular people. Most of them just very angry. I would say that. What do you think attracts these people to the front? These are violent people. That's not even true. I'm not going to read that. I believe the front echoes their own ideology or beliefs in a way no other cause does. Nothing. The front uses threats and blackmail to get people to do its dirty work. I would say that. Look at her. You successfully handled a hostage negotiation. Does this mean the Liberation Front is willing to negotiate? No, we should not start from that premise. They are an enemy that does not seek compromise. Individual members might, but I doubt their leaders are willing to accept anything but a total victory. Yes, I believe so. They seek change and might be willing to compromise. It's either the second or third one. I do think that most of them are willing to negotiate, but I feel like as we climb and get closer and closer, it's gonna get more ridiculous. I'm gonna say they seek change. We still haven't received any public demands. What is the front after? We cannot say at this time. We will have to wait and see. They are anarchists rejecting any authority or government. They are robbers, money and resources accumulated. No. Protesters had argued that your imprisonment of priest Gabriel Adams is just the government finding scapegoats to hide its inability to stop the front. Comments? I invite these people to read his signed confession. Word. Priest or not, evil can hide anywhere. He is guilty, and that is all we should look at. All we should look at. Jeez, she about to get me. Why has the press not been allowed to talk with the convicted Liberation Front members? We have released press statements describing our findings on a regular basis. We do not wish to give these people a platform to spread their dangerous ideals because they are a prison charged with terrorism. They are dangerous people. Let's not forget that. Limited as they may be. Okay, Patricia. Do you believe this movement is a national, even a global one? No, and I believe we must work hard in this day and age Any movement is global. That doesn't matter to us in any way. Absolutely, this is what makes them dangerous? No, and I believe we must work hard to contain them now before their ideas spread. I definitely don't believe that. I do think it's global. I'll say absolutely. Do you agree with those saying that the authorities should be allowed to use enhanced interrogation techniques? Yes, that will allow us to act faster. No, we must maintain our principle. It is not my place to say. I follow those procedures. I don't make them. That is for a reason. Clearly. I don't know what she's trying to say. Finally, what would you say to those that sympathize with the front's message? Blood is on your hands, remember that? Just as a politician might lie to you, so does the front. Do not be deceived. Your anger is justified, but history has proven that violence is never a right answer. Noted. Thank you. I don't know how that went. If I may briefly interrupt you with a social matter. Jeez. The team is partaking in socializing at Hannigan's tonight. Would you like to join us? No, can do. Sorry, I have to go to this media training thing. It's all about how you talk to the press. Have fun. I can't be out at Hannigan's and nah. We've narrowed down a list of 4 perps that are virtually certain LF members. The evidence is overwhelming. Beno Weiss, Anton Drasko, Lynda Bailey, and Helene Kufos. Each one of the last 3 is linked to one of the attempted bombings. Okay. The prosecutors agreed. We can book them on the face value of the evidence alone, so get ready to question. Okay, we've been doing good with the successes. Does that mean that it's not improving? Does that mean it's staying the same? That is what that means. How do I get them to trust me, bruh? Joseph Ward has agreed to help us. The professors agreed to help us, and good. Jennifer need to take her ass home. Okay, very high, very high. High. Good. Jen, Morty. I don't really care about none of that right now, I'm gonna be honest. Chief, someone's here to see you. This is Joseph Ward. Oh, he looked like he solved cases. More than 2 decades ago, he led a team sorta like ours against the Burgundy riots. Greetings. Meeting room's ready for you. Good you're here. I have some quick questions. You recommend to me. Can't say I understand why. Don't sugarcoat things. Tell me what this is all about. I should have figured he was one of those. I need to understand what we're dealing with. You're dealing with people, Greenie. Hard enough to crack, but why me? You put in hours defending people from a threat they didn't even understand. You successfully organized and managed an anti-terrorism squad. You've dealt with these sorts of people before. You know how they think. Ha, is that what you think I did? I winged it every step of the way. What are your thoughts? I think it's just that, a front. A nice cover under which someone does their work. You're right, most of the suspects I've spoken to with have been manipulated into helping. Is that true? It's like 50-50. You're wrong, I've spoken with members that truly believe in the agenda. That doesn't matter though. What matters is that they're capable of violent action, yeah. Anyone's capable of violent action, but most don't have the motivation to back it up. That's true. That priest did set a bomb and it did explode, so... But the building was empty. I don't know. I want him to join my team, but I feel like he's not gonna rock with that. What do you think we should... Explosive weapons. Explosives, weapons. The front didn't just build all these networks. They are working with established criminals, and these criminals don't have loyalty to any ideology. Okay, I feel that. Okay, so based on that then, next time I should probably send someone to try to track the gun from the first murder. Okay. Tell me about the Burgundy riots. There was a lot of anger in those times. People just couldn't sit and talk anymore. Everyone was so divided. What was their motivation at the time? How did you approach the situation? We had to differentiate between regular protesters and extremists. Yeah, we didn't let the terrorists blend in with the crowds or manipulate their anger. Okay. How'd you catch the leadership? When we uncovered what they were planning, we used that information to convince their underlings to rat them out. Most of them didn't want to anything to do with actual terrorism. There's a typo. What was their motivation at the time? At first, they were angry at the government, but soon things spiraled out of control, and groups with all kind of extreme political agendas got involved. Yeah. Okay, so focus on the weapons. Get the underlings to rat out the leadership. Can you join our team? I've been happy in retirement, away from all the stress. You're itching to get back and you know it. You have a duty towards the people. We need all the help we can get. Keeping your head down, waiting for the storm to pass. I didn't take you for a coward. He not gonna rock with that. Okay. I guess you're right. Fine, I'll help you. Bad. All right, let's get to work. Okay, boss, show me around. I wonder if they still have my old gun. I read that situation all wrong at the end. Mayor Patel wanted me to congratulate you on the community outreach that scared the heck out of me. On the community outreach your department has been doing. It's initiative like yours that give the police departments and all of us a good name. Be sure to drop a hint of what we do to the press when you have the opportunity. Consider us even. Well, I don't do it for you. I do it because we need to encourage more good cops to take up the fight. There's no better expression of gratitude than a budget boost, my friend. I don't do it for you. The whole squad pulling up. Team, I'd like you to meet Mr. Ward, here to help us despite his retirement. Team, please meet Joseph. He's an old school terrorist squasher. Joseph Ward, this is the team. This is Joseph. He'll be joining us to improve our field work. This probably don't even matter. But if I had, I'd be like, hey, yeah, I would say, team, I'd like you to meet Joseph Ward. Yeah. Please call me Joseph or Joe. Welcome, Joseph. It's great to have some reinforcements. Your resume is quite impressive. Your contributions may be invaluable. Thank you kindly for having me. It's daunting yet thrilling to be back. So when I said that, he tried to act like that wasn't the case. Tabs prepared you the case files. They're all set to go in the interrogation rooms. Crazy thing is, they didn't even fight it. They've already confessed to being with the front, all three. So the stakes here are whether you can extract from them the next move the Liberation Front will make. Go get them. Okay, let's see. No kings? What the heck? Oh, okay. So, we got the incident narrative. Following leads from previous task force interrogations and confessions, we managed to track down and obtain evidence incriminating what we believe to be 3 high-level Liberation Front members. Okay, this is Helen Kufos. She's a deaf recruiter of the front. Anton Drasko has provided logistical support and bomb delivery. And then we got Lydia Bailey, who stored and assembled the explosives. Okay. So here is Helene Kufos. Let's read quickly about her. She teaches yoga. She's a paying member of the Our Small Animal Friends organization. Participating in protests organized by Futurist Female. She's been linked to Cassandra Higgs. If you don't remember, Cassandra Higgs was the person leading the hostage situation in the last episode. Strong reason to believe this was just one of her projects inside the terrorist organization. Okay. We got Anton Drasko. He's a pornography studio owner. Anti-government. He's corroborating this with the priest statement that he received the explosive material. We have a strong reason to believe Anton Drasko delivered the bomb Father Adams confessed to. Going back to the episode before that, Father Adams is the guy who planted the bomb in the office building. And then we got Lydia Bailey, who is being accused of being the person to create the explosives. Yeah. They found a lot of explosive materials in her house, but they have no indication of where she intended to use them. All right, let's hop in. Is this timed? I don't remember. Okay, it's not. That's crazy. Greetings, Miss Kufos. I have a few questions for you if you would be so kind as to indulge me. Let's go for that. They nod during a brief exchange with the interpreter. She greets you too. So what's your story? She says there's nothing special to tell. I believe the eclectic array of interests you hold, Miss Kufos, is more than special. Well, I'd say being a mass murderer, wow, okay. Maybe not, but if you're an ordinary person, then it's more important that I understand you. Let's see about her interests. She says flattery will get you nowhere, though it's much appreciated. Not what I was trying to do, but okay. What does your family think of your arrest? She says they'll be fine. Okay. How did you manage to keep it hidden from them that you are a recruiter for a terrorist organization? Do your other loved ones know of your involvement with the Liberation Front? You seem a very positive social presence. How come you aren't close to anybody? She says she doesn't know, that she never really connected with anybody. Nature and the universe have always been her best friends. That sounds like a lonely existence. People can feel when someone has a rotten core, and that is why they keep away from them. I'm sorry, I do hope that society can evolve beyond tribalism enough to be able to connect with those with different shells. Let's give her that one. She'll like that one. Yeah. She says that she agrees and that the day in which unity and diversity is more than a political slogan might be closer than you think. Okay. We got her little her peoples, you know. We're not going to talk more about her family. We're going to... We have two of your other friends. Let's see. How'd you go from a yoga trainer to a recruiter? She says she's always been gathering people. Yeah, been gathering people for good causes. Now she's found the best cause. How did you do it? Convince all these people to put everything on the line for the Liberation Front. How'd you do it? Many more people than the mainstream media would have us believe are in search of a higher purpose. We know from other members that you communicated heavily through private chat rooms. Were you active in those chat rooms? The thing about this is, I don't remember what information I'm trying to get out of these people. So that's gonna make it a bit more challenging. I kind of just asked her that. It is obvious to me now that the Liberation Front contains people with highly diverging opinions. You only recruit people with similar outlooks. She says that all details regarding her recruitment practice can be found in the transcripts of her arrest. Heard you. How many people did you recruit? She says many. She says many dozen. Most of them sleeper agents. Okay, I got 2 yellows here. And are you proud of the awful life you've drawn these people into? And do you think they'll be used for anything else other than suicidal cannon fodder? She says she hopes so. The bow? Okay. She's not gonna tell me who her bosses were. How would you select who to pull in? She says that anyone willing to put everything on the line for society's progress was welcome. Let's ask her about Cassandra. That's the only person I know she knows. Well, obviously, yes. You already know that. And are you proud of the talk about something else. We talked about yoga. How can you justify the suffering you've caused? Let's talk about Cassandra. She asks what else you want to know. You don't feel any... Okay. What did you teach Cassandra to do in case she got caught? She says that she just saw her to be a reasonable human being that tries to defend our future. You know, though, that Cassandra broke and is the one who gave you up to us, don't you? Give her that. They blink in disbelief and disappointment. She don't care nothing about no jail. You don't feel any guilt about involving her? She says that no, she's only disappointed in her. Okay. Let's jump to Anton here. Make a good living, Mr. Drasko. Why risk your successful business by associating with terrorists? Let's go for this. They explain proudly, yeah, I make good paper, but you gotta change the world. That's where it's at. Let's talk about the explosive materials. What more do you want to know about them? He knows what they were used in. Do you know how the explosives are made? That's a good question. Sure I do, but I'm not saying. Fair enough. Where'd you get them from? I have my sources. Wouldn't you like to know? I don't like his attitude. You know Gabriel Adams? Who is Gabriel Adams even? I don't know who Gabriel Adams is. Oh yeah, I do. They nod with a smile. Ah, the ladies. What can you tell me about Helene? She's got a hot petite vibe going for her. Not much else. We don't talk. What about Lynda? She's a good girl, does good work. Okay, so him and Lynda are gonna give me information about each other. Oh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Their next move. Okay, good. Now I can refocus. I guess, what's your story? Self-made, man. Always looking for bigger things. As a producer and director, do you include political commentary in your art? You know it. Glad you watch my stuff. Let's ask him about the cafe. Do you visit often? Yeah, great espresso, sure. Why does the Liberation Front do these things? You're the specialist, shouldn't you know? Isn't killing innocent people wrong to you? As I always say, big men gotta make calls of life and death. Do you know what I respect about the Liberation Front? Sure, man, go ahead. What I respect is how you want to achieve a world with the most powerful disarmed. What I respect is how you want to achieve a world finally ruled by the most meritorious. That's got to be the word. What I respect is how you want to achieve a world in which nobody's allowed to be more powerful than another. Let's go with that. That sounds like a nightmare, man. LOL, but no. Okay, screw that one. Let's go to Lynda. I just feel like out of all of them, Lynda probably the hardest one to crack. What sort of sicko are you, Bailey? Greetings, Miss Bailey. Have you questions? Please go ahead. What's your story? Just a mother that cares for her children and is killing thousands of innocents key to being a mama bear? And is making the world better for your cubs part of being a mama bear? Exactly. Okay. Who's taking your kids now? Are you in jail? Are you happy in life? Are you happy, Lydia? I was, yes. My family makes me happy. I wonder what makes you happy. I like having fun, that's what matters. I find joy in my work and the good I can do. Let's give her that. I guess that's nice, darling. Dang. She's not gonna tell me about her kids. Your file says that you're unemployed. Are you only living off your late husband's veteran pension? Yes, it is enough for a decent life. I would prefer my boys living with love rather than in luxury. Who says he didn't push for change? Sorry, that says that her husband could have pushed for change, but he didn't. He did every day, trying to instill values and virtues in his students. But yes, he did not do enough. I don't care about how he died. I don't know if I care about this right now. Let's go back. Daniel Wilson? Bro, I really have to remember these names because it is not clicking for me right now. Why does the Liberation Front do these things? Yeah, why do y'all do these things? To change the world. Is killing innocents wrong to you? I heard that the Liberation Front pays criminals to do tasks for them. Are you certain these people have been paid enough to not talk when questioned? Oh, darling, we have that handled, don't you worry. Word. Let's try this again. You know what I respect? Well, no, but I would love to hear it. Let's give her this one. Will that be an... Dang, I did it again. Why do I keep clicking that one? Who is innocent? Oh. Let's talk about the explosives then. What can I say? I like to cook. Oh yeah, she's different. Do you know what they were used in? I do. We managed to... They killed dozens of innocent people, some children with mothers. Maybe they should have taken better care of their kids. Whoa! Oh, she's nasty. Who did you send the explosive to? Oh, all sorts of nice people. I don't know how I'm supposed to crack these people, I'm gonna be honest. Let's talk more about your story. Who's taking your kids now that you're in jail? My parents. I'm certain they will do a great job. They are so loving. Did they know you were involved with the Liberation Front? No, they're too young to understand, but it was all for them. What? You want your kids to live in a world in which they can be blown up by a maniac any minute? Why do you say your involvement with the front was for your kids' sake? Well, I want to ensure that they can live in a world in which they have control over their own lives. Okay. Okay, so she's pretty... Can you tell me about any of them? What do you know about Anton? We don't really trust him for doing any more than deliveries. Okay, what about Helene? Helene will work for us as a recruiter. She is one of my best acquisitions. She did so well mobilizing Cassandra too. Dang, she don't even care. She gotta be the ringleader. Let's talk about the explosives now. She knows what they're using. She's not gonna tell me who gave her the orders. Who'd you send them to? All sorts of nice people. Who gave you your orders? My own initiative, of course. Sure. Why Daniel Wilson? Okay. They shrugged casually. Poor thing needed help with his mother, so I tried to help. But you didn't help him, you blackmailed him. And in exchange, he was to help you with the bomb, then be with his mom? Like it should be. She said they don't trust him. Who gave you your orders? Oh, I thought that was gonna be a thing. Because she said she didn't trust him. Dang, this is hard, bruh. Talk more about Cassandra? Shall I remind you what your vague teachings led to with Cassandra? She says she does not wish to discuss this any further. She's facing life in jail. She says that's what you think, that the military-industrial complex will victimize her, have her killed in a prison incident. You can't really think that you and Cassandra, both privileged to the extreme, are victims, can you? Hey. I'm a cop. She's not even gonna believe that. She says you clearly don't understand what real privilege is. What I do know, is that the two of you are nothing more than brats so spoiled that they have had their brains fried by ideology. Well, be that as it may, you've hurt and killed many of your comrade victims. Oh, get ready for a world of being subjected to the privilege of having all the rights you've abused stripped from you. She says that is indeed a true shame. Jeez, man, this is tough. More about your story? She felt happy? What does your family think about your arrest? They're struggling to understand. Nothing much to... Well, we'll try to get you some time with them after this. Thank you. Come on now, you gotta give me something. Let's talk about your kids. What are your names? George, Robert, and Ulysses. My husband always thought it would bear good luck to name them after great men. They like living in the countryside? Ulysses and Robert love it. I think George will soon get to the age at which he will start to hate it, but I do not know how to solve that. None of them. It's important to offer a mixed education, a good public school with some private tutoring, key extracurricular activities, and a lot of help and love at home, and also some free time to allow them to discover their true selves. What is Ulysses like? He's a wonderful boy, smart, energetic, warm heart. No mother could ever ask more. Robert? Robert is a bit of a menace. I hope it's just the age. How about George? George is a rather shy boy, and I think he spends a bit too much time playing computer games. I just hope this new girlfriend of his gets him out of the house more. Since he stopped doing karate, you barely see him out of his room. So, is it true? Do mothers love all their children equally? In some ways, yes. In other ways, no. I guess it's hard to describe. Okay, I don't know what that did for me, I'm gonna be honest. Do you visit the cafe often? No, not really. Caffeine is pretty bad for your body. So your parents will take care of your kids. Yes, they're great caregivers. Why do you say you're all in the front? What you want your kids to live in a world? I'm not gonna do that. She doesn't see herself as that. Maybe more about her husband? What part of the military did he serve? He was a communications officer. He never led a unit. Spent most of his career teaching at the local military academy. How did he die? Colon cancer. What would he say about the murders you committed? Honestly, he wouldn't understand, but he would know I only did it for the sake of our children. I don't know where to go from here. She's not gonna tell me what the next move is. Will she tell me more about the explosive? Yes! What can I say? I like to cook. I know you're high in the ranks, but an operation on this scale is surely above status you have with the front. Lady Luck trusts me with managing my own cell. How can you justify all the suffering you've caused? She says she has had a hard time sleeping after that. Has having a hard time integrating as a deaf, mute child led you to pursue social change as an adult? She says that indeed was a factor. Okay. What do you hope to achieve with it all? She says dissolving all of the power structures, capital authority, religion, gender, and social roles. It seems that Drasko and Kufos have opposing ideologies. Try to see what they think about each other. They don't like each other. She already made a weird face about him. Let's talk some more about Drasko. You know, Drasko says your whole thing about changing social roles is BS and not what the LF is about. She says Drasko's a bottom level delivery boy and is talking out of his... Okay. What more can you tell me about him? Nothing. Let's talk more about the ladies. You know, Kufo says your whole thing about preventing the change of social roles is BS and not what the LF is really about. Oh yeah? Psh, what does she know? She's nothing, unlike me. The others are telling me you're the big boss like I think you are, so it must be that they're trying to hide you, pretending that you aren't the real leader. The people in this organization obviously have no respect for your outlook on things. Tell me what the next move is and I'll try to get you a good deal with the prosecutor. Drasko, look, it's obvious you weren't in the organization, as the others have told me. I can get you a deal, just give me something worthwhile. Ah! Fine. Fine. Look, a big bombing's coming up today. Today, at some factory, that's all I know. It seems Lydia Bailey is the leader of the three. Yeah, she definitely is. And the front is targeting a factory. It's time to confront her. Oh my goodness, it took me that long just to get them to turn on each other. And I knew he was the weak link. I just could not get that man. Man, I really gotta click through everything. That took way too long. What factory are you targeting? Oh, you found that out, huh? Good job. It's going off very, very soon. Your leadership close to Lady Luck. You know what'll happen. What's the plan? Come on, I want to know how this might have... What? Come on, I want to know how this freak show might ever be stopped. We need to take back control of our lives. You'll know what'll happen. The plan is to make a change, honey. Come on, I want to know how this... I think you're smart enough to understand. I have no reason to disclose that to someone I can't trust. You trust me! Come on now! Oh, let's talk about something else. Talk some more about your friends. Anton and Helene seems like very different people. How do you keep them working together? By making sure that they have no time to discuss their naive outlooks on life and society. That's how you make siblings in conflict work together. You don't give them time to bicker. You should use all the things you've learned about the front and try to convince Lydia that she can share. Bro, she's already my best friend, bro, and she won't share nothing with me. What factor are you targeting, Lydia? Oh, you found that out, huh? Good job. It's going off very soon. I understand that the common goal is bigger than individual ideology. Ideology is just a distraction that we must get over. Really? Then you understand what we're doing. Okay, where's the bomb taking place, Lydia? Come on, man! Okay. You're close to the leadership, Lydia. Are they after the same thing as you? Because almost every front member I talk to thinks the objective is different. But you want the power... Let me give her this. Heh, that's just how we work. We don't need to agree on the end outcome. Just that we want to stop what is happening now. But you want the powerful to lose their control. What's Liberation Front leaders? They seemed thoughtful for a while. Huh, I guess that could be the case. Come on, Lydia. Oh. They smile widely. Do you really? I'm glad you see things this way. Okay, I said we need to take back control of our lives. Let me see the freak show fireworks. In the end, we will strike back against ourselves. Alright, 25 Ascent Road, south of town. It's a weapons plant, and it'll blow up spectacularly. No way that's what got her. Am I recording? Lock her up. Interrogation successful. Yeah, after an hour, we have to scramble. Okay, let's do this press release and wrap it up. Anton Drasko, a young adult movie director with a track record of sexual abuse accusations, trafficking, unpaid worker accusations. Yeah, sexual abuse accusations. Let's see. In the basement of Lydia Bailey raw materials. Chemicals were used to manufacture the explosive ordnance of the same type and caliber that was used by the Liberation Front. A widow and single mother. Her tutelage has been revoked and her children have been placed in foster care. Her children were unaware of their mother's criminal activities. She forced her children. Nah, I'm not gonna do her kids like that. Helene has been linked to convicted terrorist Cassandra Higgs, and she confessed to recruiting her and several others. Yep, let's check the other options though. Manipulating her to commit. I'll say recruiting her. All of these confessions are the result of diligent investigation efforts, the aid and cooperation of the general public. I'm gonna say that because they don't rock with me. No, let's do this one. I'm not even going to. It brings us much closer to ending the Liberation Front, finding out what the front's next target is. Ending. Continue. That's what they want to hear. Oh! They're ready for another attack. We need to treat this as a cold hard fact. Get to it now. Identify where the factory is exactly. Evacuate the place urgently. Go, go, go. Okay, we're going to end the episode right here. If you made it to the end, I thank you for watching. If you liked the video, click the button, subscribe, like, all that, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks.